the speakers. You are here to entertain us. From the DJ to the mixer, from my fingers to the fader, raise your hands up to the speakers, because this is for the ragers. From the DJ to the mixer, from my fingers to the fader, raise your hands up to the speakers. You are here to entertain us.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the December 2020 TCNewTech pitch event. We're broadcasting live from 20 Fathoms offices in Traverse City, and we are so glad that you've joined us. For the past 5 years, we hosted this as an in-person event, but in April, we transitioned to a virtual platform. And we still hope that you will be able to make connections when you come here for our live stream event. Please feel free to use our chat to introduce yourself, greet your friends, and let people know why you're here. We have a great lineup of startups tonight, and each startup will have 5 minutes to pitch their business, followed by 5 minutes of questions from you. So be sure to submit your questions in the chat. Now, you all know Lisa Baker Lawrence has been our faithful and very talented and beautiful MC for the past 8 months. But tonight, she is going to be watching from the audience, and we will welcome Kelly Ignis to the stage. Kelly has been a longtime volunteer. She is a board member of TCNewTech, and she is now our newly elected president of TCNewTech. So she's going to help MC tonight, and we will hopefully bring you a great show. I just closed my notes for a second here, so pulling that back up. So we'll have some announcements from a couple of our supporters, and then we will have the audience will vote for their favorite pitch prize represented startup tonight. Before we get started, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the fact that today is December 1st, and it's also Giving Tuesday. And Giving Tuesday is a global generosity movement intended to unleash the power of people and organizations to transform their communities and the world. And TCNewTech is a nonprofit that's powered by the generous support from our sponsors and our members. It's our mission to create a community that can pool their skills and resources and make a difference in our region. And you can be a part of our ecosystem by becoming a member, by participating in events like tonight, or by supporting the startups that will pitch tonight. And every act of generosity counts, and everyone has something to give. So we are glad that you're here, and we have exciting news. The TCNewTech t-shirts have arrived. So if you join TCNewTech as a new member in 2020, we'll be reaching out to you in the next couple of weeks to get your shirt size and address so we can send you one of these awesome shirts provided by sunfrog.com. So with your membership, you get one of these t-shirts, you get voting privileges, you get insider information, and you help support a really great organization. So if you click on that QR code on the screen, that will take you to membership sign up, or you can visit our website, TCNewTech.org. Okay, before our startups begin their pitches, we have a very special announcement from Dr. Gary Raja. He's the Director of Endovascular Stroke at Munson Medical Center, and he is here to explain a new technology that can only be found in 7 hospitals across the U.S., and one of those happens to be Munson. So let's bring on Dr. Raja and also Kelly at the same time. Welcome, Dr. Raja.
Thank you, Jennifer, for having me on. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm going to share my screen here.
There it is.
Perfect.
Okay, there you go. You're ready to begin.
All right. Well, I won't take much of your time. My name is Gary Raja, native Michigander, and excited to be in Traverse City. I moved up here around 6 months ago when I took a job at Munson Healthcare. I'm an endovascular, cerebrovascular neurosurgeon. So I'm going to talk to you about some recent advances in neurovascular care at Munson Healthcare, as well as what the future may hold. We've had really transformational efforts in the last 4 months related to stroke care, and really for the most devastating strokes, what we call large vessel occlusions, or blood clots in the major vessels of the brain or the neck. And prior to my arrival and prior to this program's takeoff, you'll notice on this map here that this golden brown color was the color that displays where there's access to interventional stroke care, and basically Northern Michigan had none. At the same time, the CDC death rates due to stroke, the dark purple color indicated that Northern Michigan had a much higher death rate due to stroke than the rest of the lower part of the state. And so we've gone to great lengths to change this and to change the maps, and that's what we're doing. So now when you come to Munson Medical Center, or if you're transferred in from another center throughout Northern Michigan, you'll be evaluated in our emergency room, brought over to our scanner, which has new technology that I'll tell you a little bit about, that can send real-time images looking at cerebral blood flow parameters to the brain, to the cell phones of the stroke team, so that we're able to evaluate them in real time and get patients into these new state-of-the-art labs that are right down the hall. As you mentioned before, only 7 of these machines are in the United States. Munson is the first one to acquire this, what's called Siemens. It's made by Siemens, Artis Icono biplane machine. It's X-ray cameras that are state-of-the-art and allow us to maneuver fine wires and catheters within the brain to identify clots and remove them. You can see on our old imaging software and machine how grainy the image is. This new imaging capability allows us to see 2-3 millimeter devices. These wires are as fine as hairs within the patient's intracranial space, and allows us to really move those devices safely. Just to share with you an outcome of a patient recently taken care of at Munson since this program started. This was a young lady who was found down by her husband after walking the dog in the morning, and she came into the hospital being unable to speak, unable to move her entire left side of her body. And she would have spent the rest of her life in that situation, or worse, passed away. We were able to identify the clot. We went up through her wrist, a little poke in a blood vessel in her wrist, And through a series of catheters, one of which you can see here, we were able to identify this large clot blocking the blood flow to the entire brain here. I was able to use this device called a stent retriever, which is a stent on a stick to remove this 1 centimeter blood clot with her awake on the table. And this is what the blood vessels look like afterwards. She's now walking, talking, and back with her family and doing so well. So it's really amazing and special to see how these patients do after these types of services. It really decreases the amount of disability from stroke. I'm going to just share with you a video real quick to give you a taste of what this looks like. This is the red area here is where the stroke is happening. We'll go back there, left side of the brain. And here you can see working, we're going up the vessels of the neck here in real time with catheters. The patients are awake during this. Oh, excuse me, it does not hurt. I'm not sure why. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. Here you can see where the blood clot is. There's no vessels over here. And here we're taking wires and catheters up and through the clot. And this is why the imaging is so important. We'll try to aspirate the clot out. So using these large catheters, we'll suck the clot out. And we're able to restore flow. And I'll just show you here. What happened was there's still a narrow part of the vessel, and so this is actually a stent, a 2 millimeter stent we're taking up and will inflate right here. Again, the patient's awake. We're doing this through either their leg or their wrist, and under high magnification, we're able to inflate this stent in real time, and I'll let that play here. The stent is mounted on a balloon. And here you can see it opening. And, you know, this is someone who we were able to restore blood flow to their whole head. And they ended up doing very well. And so just what the future kind of holds at Munson, we have a second state-of-the-art biplane lab coming in April. We are working with Siemens to become a center of excellence, which would allow us to have new technology prior to other centers. It would allow us to kind of showcase that technology as well at the medical center. We're also proposing at our center to do what I kind of did at other centers, and that is kind of partner with industry to help with new device research technology and give, you know, industry access to, you know, kind of myself and the team so that we can work on new ways of creating new devices. We are using this program called Rapid AI, which uses artificial intelligence. This is the software that takes the scan from the CT scanner and instantly sends it to our phone. And the artificial intelligence is also able to pick up, similar to a radiologist, you know, if there's a stroke occurring. You know, the evolution of stroke treatment has been from the 2000s on, and back here, these devices and these techniques were not very useful. Currently, we're here. In this era, the post-2015 area, and you know, we really don't know what the future holds. We want to work with whoever would like to work with us at the hospital to continue to bring high levels of care to Munson patients, but also looking broader to continue to innovate within the field. There's so much innovation that can happen within the endovascular and stroke world. And just to give you an idea, this is where I previously trained at the Canon Gates Stroke Institute, and they had this idea to reality center. They brought in industry partners like Stryker and Microvention and to come in and look at, with their engineers, how the devices worked in the physician's hands, and it really cultured innovation. And you know, the capabilities of the biplane machines we have now at Munson are endless. Siemens is also partnering with CorePath to bring remote robotic surgery. So meaning the physician could be at a remote location and doing these endovascular procedures from afar, bringing care to patients, especially if you're looking at, you know, other countries or even other areas of the United States that don't have access to a physician but may have a center that has the machines. remote surgery will become huge. Augmented reality, virtual reality, this is all part of the future. This is my last slide. I won't take up any more of your time, but never be afraid of innovation. The future depends on it. My colleagues and I, have written papers in neuroendovascular surgery using robotics, predictive analytics, stentrodes, brain machine interfacing, and that's what the future is about. So we look forward to, speaking more with anyone who's interested, and we're very happy to be providing high-level stroke care here in Northern Michigan. Thank you.
We have 5 startups pitching tonight for the chance to win. But thank you, first of all, thank you, Dr. Raja. That was really amazing. And that kind of technology, it's exciting, no doubt. And thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.
We have 5 startups for tonight and the chance to win the $500 pitch prize. The pitch prize is provided by Aurora Consulting. Aurora specializes in working with early stage companies to develop valuable patent portfolios through highly tailored, comprehensive strategies. And we now have a quick video from our main sponsor. They've been our main sponsor all year, Michigan Broadband Services, delivering lightning fast fiber internet to Traverse City. Looks like we might have a little problem with our video. Well, let's see. What can I say? Michigan Broadband is a Michigan company, obviously, and they provide telecom services in the Upper Peninsula and in Northern Michigan. And they've been working hard to deliver fiber to businesses in the downtown Traverse City area and beyond. And they've been a great partner for us for TCNewTech, and they also provide the fiber internet for 20 Fathoms, which is where we're broadcasting from tonight. We may have to come back to that video. Pitch prize voting will begin after the pitches are finished. We're going to be putting up codes for each pitch. There will be a code that shows when each pitch presenter pitches, as well as at the end, and you'll be able to text the code associated with each pitch to a number, and then we'll see live results as they come in. And now we're going to have our first presenter, Diane Wang, will present her platform, refermejob.com.
Hi, can you see my screen?
Can't see the screen yet, but I can see you. There you go. Now I can see your screen.
Okay, beautiful. I'm ready to go whenever.
Okay, take it away.
Okay, cool. So, hi, I'm Diane. I'm founder of Refer Me Job. I wanted to start off by telling you a story of Amanda. Amanda is a recent graduate from UC Santa Cruz. She's trying to change her career focus from business analytics to engineering, and on top of that, relocating from Seattle to Vancouver. So since the pandemic outbreak, she has experienced over 3 months of unemployment. After she sent 55 cold messages, getting only 6 replies and only 1 kind interview that went nowhere, She realized that she needs a more efficient and compelling channel to get referral opportunities and open a door to the career that she wants. The fact is, well, in a typical year, 55 million Americans switch their jobs. Millennials change jobs 3 times more frequently than others. In this new era of a shape-shifting workforce of career changes, relocators, and solopreneurs, the concept of a resume and a job board is out of date. LinkedIn cold emails don't work, and sending out hundreds of resumes on Indeed is useless too in this highly competitive job market. So how can job seekers stand out in this new competitive job market? The fact is, 30 to 50% of hires in the US are from referrals. Job seekers are 4 times more likely to get hired with referrals. 70% of firms have employee bonus programs to encourage referrals. LinkedIn does have a job referral request feature, but there is no incentive for members to refer others. So no easy way exists to find a company insider who can refer you. And we have a crowd, what we call a crowd recruiting platform that solves this problem. Job seekers can be matched with verified company insiders for informational interviews and referrals. We help job seekers save time and money. On the other hand, company insiders can build their teams, score referral bonus from their companies, and make money on our platform. And in a typical year, as I said, 55 million Americans switch their jobs, plus another 3 million college graduates every year. That's our total available market, 58 million. And COVID-19 adds even more, which is our opportunity. To start off, we plan to focus on IT, engineering, and marketing industries. That's 12 to 14 million users as our serviceable available market. And our projected market share is 10% to start. That's 1.2 to 1.4 million customers. Well, what is the process? So pretend that you are a job seeker, right? You sign up, you create a job profile, you preview matching insiders profiles, decide if you want to get matched, and you schedule an optional informational interview, and then ask for a job referral. Success if you get a job offer. We will apply for a US patent on reciprocal recommendation modeling for insider and job seeker match. We take 20% commission on informational interviews and job referrals, which range about 60 to 120 per transaction. And as a pandemic relief program to start with, we are giving out commission-free job referrals to help people during the pandemic. And our team has a strong alumni network of 15 universities. We will get their endorsement and free promotion on their career service websites. That's 3 million alumni total that we will be leveraging. We also plan on partnering with nonprofit organizations who are helping people for the same cause. Well, how are we stacking up against our competition? First, we cover more professional industries. We provide company insider incentives. They can make money on our platform. And insiders can actually set their pricing for the services they provide. And we have a rating system so that high quality insiders will stand out. And our initial target industries include IT, marketing, and engineering. And we will expand into all professional industries. We have a brand new business model that links company employees directly to job seekers. This will disrupt the recruiting industry. And remember that millennials change jobs 3 times more frequently than others. So our market will be growing. And here's our team. I'm Diane, the founder. I come with 9 years of consulting management experiences with a master from Stanford and a bachelor from Cornell. And our co-founder, Rosina Fezer, has grown global companies in manufacturing, retail, and medical devices as head of marketing for 14 years. And our advisor, Professor Lu, is from Indiana University, Bloomington. He will be developing a machine learning algorithm and applying for a patent. We're looking for 300 grand for funding for marketing, operation, and patent development in the seed round. This will get us 6-month financing to reach 33,000 customers on our website. With this funding, we will hit the milestone for our next round, which is 3.6 million revenue over the next 6 months. This pandemic has taken a toll on many in the job market, but we see it as a very good opportunity to disrupt the recruiting industry. And we welcome you to join us in this exciting journey to get more help job seekers back to work to the best jobs possible. Thank you, and please let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you very much. That was a great presentation, and I think this is an area that's been ripe for some disruption for a while.
Yeah.
So, great job. Okay, so now is our Q&A time. So any comments that come in through Facebook, through YouTube, go ahead and post your comments or questions for Diane, and she can answer them here in the presentation. Diane, Eric Werman is questioning or wants to know what motivated you to start this company.
Yeah, I love that question. I have one of my best friends. She got laid off from a cybersecurity company as a designer, and she still has mortgage to pay, and on top of that, trying to find her next job while her work visa was expiring. It was really putting a lot of stress on her, and I really felt for her. And for myself, I know that my past 3 jobs were all. I got my past 3 jobs all from referrals, and I really know that referrals work great. And I have a lot of people regularly come to me asking for informational interviews and job referrals, and I have done it quite a few times. And in the end, I realized that not everyone do it the same as I do, because it's really a lot of time taken when especially at the end of the day, when people don't get the referral that ultimately leads to a referral, ultimately leads to a job offer. The insiders don't get compensated for their time. So I'm really trying to find a way that encourage more company insiders to help out the job seekers who are unemployed. So that's really what motivates me, is I feel that this is the right thing to do in the right timing to help my friends. Well, that was the motivation.
Okay, and Ashley Sloat from Aurora Consulting is wondering, how much do employers pay?
We actually have a pricing model where we are charging the job seekers. So the employers currently don't pay for anything. The employees can come to our site and function as a company insider, so they can provide career coaching sessions, they can provide job referrals to the job seekers. But remember that the referrals are but the referral fees are refundable. That means the job seekers don't have to pay anything until they get a job offer. So it's a double win for the job seeker and the company insider as well, because they get paid from our side as well as from their company in terms of referral bonus.
Okay, so the fee comes with who is the fee? The job seeker or the job employee, the employer or the job seeker?
The job seekers pay for the referral and the information interview, and we mark up 20% as our service fee.
Got it. Okay, that was Ashley's next question, so we got that answered.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I don't see any other questions coming in yet. Anybody? We've got a minute here. Another. What's a common question that you've gotten before? What's the most common question about your platform?
I would say it was really the competitive advantage that is something that investors frequently ask. How can we prove that we can outcompete with others in this highly competitive market? And my answer to that has been, we were trying to get partnerships with schools, because we have a pretty large team, especially on the tech side, that we can potentially get partnerships with those schools to get more, graduates on board as job seekers, and also to get company insiders on board from their alumni source. So that's and also we're trying to get partnerships with nonprofit organizations. Because we find that people who are active in professional organizations, they're more likely to help people out, in terms of referring professionals in the same industry. So that's how we're trying to get and break into the market.
Okay. And then last question, how much does the job seeker pay? What's the structure of the pricing?
Yeah, so our suggested range for a 1 hour informational interview is between $50 to $100 that the insider would charge. So this is actually a lot lower compared to how much a job seeker would need to pay for a outside, career coach. And we really feel that someone who is in the company that you want to get into, they have the best insider knowledge and they can prepare you well in terms of giving you a mock interview, having your resume reviewed, all that sort of things. You can get it done during a 1 hour informational interview. That's a really good use of your money, if you will.
Okay. All right. That brings us to the end of our time for the Q&A. And thank you very much. And I think this is going to fill a great need. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Before our next pitch, we want to thank our supporting sponsors. And we have Access Point is our supporting sponsor. And Lisa, that you see in the picture there, is normally in the chair that I'm in right now. He's normally co-hosting. We also have Susan Brothers State Insurance located here in Traverse City. We have SCORE and the SCORE Mentors. SCORE being a national program. We have the Northern Michigan Angels, and we have the Nielsen Family Foundation. At the same time, I also wanted to mention that TCNewTech founder Schindler has a startup sample serve, and they are elevator pitch this evening. They're in the process. Elevator Pitch is a TV show on C-Suite TV, and they will be broadcasting tonight. So I just wanted to drop that in there before we go on to our second pitch. Our second pitch is Holly McPherson with Virtual Office Agent. Hi, Holly.
Hi, Kelly. Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
You're good.
All right. Let me share this here. Okay, thank you. Like Kelly said, I am Holly McPherson, and I am the CEO and founder of Virtual Office Agent. VOA is a team of virtual assistants from across the United States and Canada, and founded right here in Traverse City. We offer remote administrative, social, and personal assistance to startups and small businesses and HR managers. VOA has also created VOA Academy to train new and upcoming virtual assistants, as well as keeping our current staff up to date with new technologies, programs. Sorry, one minute. Let me try that again. Here we go. Sorry about that.
There we go. We're coming up now. Okay, got it.
All right, let's try that again. All right, one more time. VOA is a team of virtual assistants from across the United States and Canada, and founded right here in Traverse City. We offer remote administrative, social media, and personal assistance to startups, small businesses, and HR managers. VOA has also created VOA Academy to train new and upcoming virtual assistants, as well as keeping our current staff up to date on new technologies, programs, and creative solutions to your frustrations. Our mission is to efficiently deliver reliable and stress-free remote assistance. This is important to us because when I was a child, my dad owned a business, and while I received a lot of value by watching him run his business, I also experienced one of the most costly obstacles that many entrepreneurs face. My dad had a hard time separating work and family life. I would get some of that time back by helping him in his business, but now as an adult, I too have faced those same obstacles and have found a way to overcome them while helping other business professionals do the same by offering remote administrative services as a virtual assistant. So why VOA? When you work with other agencies such as Upwork and Fiverr, you get what you pay for. The cheaper rates are great when the work is being completed as expected. But when 80% of the virtual assistants in those agencies come from overseas, you receive results with cultural and language barriers. VOA will understand your vision with efficiency and execute the tasks needed to be done and have them done correctly in a timely manner. But why not have an in-office assistant? Well, with COVID, first off, that can be a challenge on its own. Take away COVID and you still have employees that'll call in, show up late, and you're paying for a lot of downtime. With VOA, we don't call in sick and you only pay for the task that is being done. No downtime, no sitting waiting for the phone to ring, the next email to come in, or the next project to pop up. VOA also ensures security and confidentiality with programs such as LastPass. We will never ask for your passwords or access to personal information unless it was necessary to complete the task and only with your permission. And lastly, VOA Academy is where we are always creating and building experiences through new trainings and practices. This helps us keep up with the needs of our clients. VOA offers 3 main areas of assistance: administrative assistance, which offers services such as email management that has proven to be one of our top most popular services, as it can be overwhelming to never see inbox zero. Social media assistance, where many professionals find it difficult to create consistent and effective content. And business management includes creating and implementing business systems and procedures. These are the main services that we are aware of, but we also know that there's always room to grow. That is why our ask is a little different. We would like to know what kind of remote support do you need in your business so that we can be certain we are hiring and training virtual assistants who can provide valuable services to startups, small businesses, HR managers. You can help by visiting through the QR code or the link listed below and filling out the form attached. Thank you.
Thank you, Holly. Came in a little under the wire there. Lucky you. Every pitch I've ever done is a little bit over. Now we can do a little Q&A for Holly. And go ahead with your comment. You might talk about Holly's presentation and yes. As far as startup entrepreneurial environment, what kind of virtual office assistant would make your startup entrepreneurial world hum or move along better? Because business obviously needs to go on. So, put in the comment, or if you go ahead and provide the feedback there. But Holly, what's a common question that you had?
Well, first, I'd actually like to add really quick on to what you just said. We're not looking for specific niches as far as feedback from this. With VOA Academy, we're actually partnering with NMC to offer this as their extended learning program. So we're looking for any kind of business, any kind of feedback on what type of assistance you would be looking for within that, so that when these students do come into the course or they get hired in through VOA, we know that they're able to help that broad array. But a common question that we do get asked is basically just what kind of services does a VA offer? A lot of VAs offer different services, and the best answer that I usually give is think of your in-office assistant, your secretary. 99.9% of the stuff that they do in office, we can do remotely as a virtual assistant, plus some.
Okay, we have a comment from Ashley. How do you maintain the continuity between people for a business when your people need to take days off?
Yeah, that's a great question. So most of the time when a client works with one of our VAs, they build up a good relationship between them. A lot of times they work together and I kind of back out as the middle person. So they communicate if there's going to be time off. But we also we're set up like a team, less like an agency and more like a team. So if somebody needs to take time off or, needs a backup, or they have a family thing come up, which we have had happen in the past, we do have a team of VAs that can step in. Current VAs are, they know that if that happens, they are required to train and make sure that the new VA is up to speed on anything that they need to know when they come in. But we have a really great team right now, and we can come in together and ask each other questions, and we just work really, really well together.
Great. We have another question on what is your pricing per hour, or how, at least how's it structured if it's custom pricing?
Yeah, that's a great question too. So pricing is more based on your needs. So we do both hourly and monthly set rates. So we can do, like, say your tasks change week to week. We can do an hourly set rate where a monthly set rate, sorry, where say you want 20 hours a month, but maybe you don't use them all, they can carry into the next month, or we can do an as needed basis, which usually works better with hourly. So rates vary anywhere from $30 an hour to $2,500 a month.
Okay. We have another question. Are you looking for candidates or students?
Always. Always, always. We are always adding to our team. We are always bringing on people with some amazing talents and skills, experience. There are a lot of people out there that want to become virtual assistants. They just need a little guidance on the business side of it, of how to get started, how to find those clients. So we're filling that gap.
Okay. All right. We have about a minute or so left. Any last minute questions from anybody else? Okay, I think we're done. Holly, thank you very much for your presentation, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see where I'm at here in my new seat as a co-host. So now we're going to have a quick update from Keith Kelly with 20 Fathoms and TC Codes. Take it away, Keith.
Hi, Kelly. Thank you very much. I want to give a quick update on what's happening at 20 Fathoms. So as the slide says, I'm the program manager for both TC Codes and TC Cyber. These are both learning communities. TC Codes supports software developers, computer science professionals in the area, and TC Cyber is our brand new service providing cybersecurity workshops and training. So in the month of December, we've got a couple of good opportunities for people that, if you've heard about TC Codes or TC Cyber and you haven't been participating, this is a great opportunity for you to, attend one of these events and start being part of our community. First of all, if you're a professional software developer, full stack developer, actually this Thursday at 5:30, we've got this full stack event. It's going to be pretty, pretty informal, just a discussion on kind of where we've been and where we need to go to. So again, great opportunity for a professional to get involved with that community. If you're brand new to software developer or interested in what it means to be a software developer, we've got some entry-level training coming up on Python programming. You can see that is on December 9, and then a follow-up on December 16. And then, of course, we've got TC Cyber, our cybersecurity training. Pen testing is also always a popular topic, and we've got 2 sessions on that coming up in December as well. So again, if you haven't been involved, great opportunities there, multiple opportunities for you to sign up. So also, we've just moved into a new place at 20 Fathoms. So again, a brand new space. It's got lots of great space, lots of great light, views of the bay, and free parking. So if you're looking for a safe co-working space, please check us out. Look to the website. We've got new memberships available, and we can always do tours as well. So on the slide there, you see our website, 20fathoms.org. We've got several different newsletters we provide with additional information. You can see the sign up there. And then, of course, you can sign up for any of those events I talked about in December at 20fathoms.eventbrite.com. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Keith. We're actually broadcasting from 20 Fathoms, and in addition to Jen kind of being at the helm, I'm here as well, and Holly actually made her presentation here from 20 Fathoms. So we're utilizing the space tonight. Okay, so our third pitch is Kim Levine and her company, Hugenis.
Hi, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me. I'm just going to open up my screen here.
Okay, I'm gonna get your timer started here. Hey, go right ahead.
Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Kim Levine, founder CEO of Hugenis, a company based in Michigan. I worked my way through college while caring for my grandmother. I went every day before school and work, struggling to reconcile my love with the pain of being treated like a stranger. Then she was gone. I'll never forget the wail of grief my grandfather let out as we stood beside her bedside as she passed. We never were able to say goodbye because she didn't know who we were. There are 46 million Alzheimer's sufferers with similar heartbreaking stories, and that number will triple in the next 20 years. Current approved drugs only treat the symptoms, not the cause. Plus, they're expensive, costing an average of $450 per month. 2 major pharmaceutical companies saw their new drugs fail in phase 3 clinical testing in the last year. There's nothing new in the pipeline for 7 years. On top of this, caregivers are going bankrupt, spending an average of $250,000 out of pocket with no hope in sight. If we can shift to a model of early intervention of the disease, instead of years of costly drug therapy that doesn't work, we will change outcomes for millions. We've spent the last 3 years doing whatever it takes to make this mission a reality through our patent pending memory specs. Now, as easy as putting on glasses, Alzheimer's sufferers can improve and even reverse memory loss by up to 50% in the comfort of their own home without a prescription in as little as 20 minutes a day. Our patent pending memory specs simultaneously deliver 40 hertz of stroboscopic stimulation to the visual cortex, along with 40 hertz of audio stimulation or white noise to the hippocampus, which together create gamma oscillations or invisible brain waves, which stimulate plaque-eating microglia. Our patent, we have defensible IP with 20 patent claims, including design and utility. Our wearable tech is controlled by an app, which not only sends operating information to the memory specs, but also collects patient data and uploads it to the cloud, where it integrates with our AI-powered chronic disease management suite. Our chronic disease management suite empowers untrained frontline physicians with new tools for managing the diverse needs of each patient, including a telemedicine platform and case management, improving the quality of patient care while lowering costs. I'm not a scientist. I'm a critically acclaimed best-selling business author and an entrepreneur. But we have scientists on our team, and doctors, and healthcare professionals who've spent decades performing clinical trials for global pharmaceuticals and developing software for Fortune 500s. We're leveraging cutting-edge research out of MIT, proven in clinical trials, that our technology provides an effective treatment for Alzheimer's. We're so safe, we're an FDA Class 1 medical device, comparable to dental floss. 20 years before the symptoms of Alzheimer's appear, harmful plaque accumulations that cause memory loss are accumulating in the brain. This plaque, called amyloid beta, alters gamma rhythms in Alzheimer's patients, resulting in fewer neurons firing in synchrony. Clinical studies have shown that 40 hertz of stroboscopic stimulation activated genes in brain cells called microglia, which eat the harmful beta amyloid plaque accumulations, restoring normal gamma rhythm. We're poised to gain first market advantage over competitors like MIT's Cognitive Therapeutics. We've been vetted by 2 global pharmaceuticals, and we're invited to join Stanford University's Global Innovation Catalyst. We plan on initially selling direct to consumers, then leveraging into brick and mortar, and then insurers. We only need to sell into 35 of CVS's 10,000 stores to hit our first year sales goal of 2.3 million. In comparison, I've sold best-selling products into almost every retailer in America, launching into all 260 Saks stores in just 2 months. The MSRP of Memory Specs is $999 or $500 wholesale, with a monthly subscription rate of $50 for an average of 5 years. We've already sourced quality manufacturing in Taiwan at a 20% cost of goods sold. We've raised $750,000 to date, including $500,000 in founder contributions, and have 6 doctor investor advisors who did a deep dive on the supporting research. Imagine if your loved ones could use this life-saving technology tomorrow in the comfort of their own home without a prescription. Together, we can help save millions of lives for generations while bringing hope to millions who are desperate and afraid. Will you join us? Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. It was a really great presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah, and obviously much needed service as well.
Thank you.
Okay, now is our Q&A time for Kim. Ashley had a Q&A further on in your presentation.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Stroboscopic technology isn't new. There's decades of research behind it. The only thing that's new is its application to Alzheimer's. Duke did decades of research. Duke University did decades of research showing that it improved cognitive function. We are vetting our own clinical trial. That's one of the things we're going to be using our money with to perform validation on our particular technology, but we're confident that there's enough existing research to support it. We have a neuroscientist on board who's in charge of tech transfer at Vanderbilt University, who's done clinical studies for global pharmaceuticals on beta amyloid plaque in Alzheimer's patients. And he's really excited about our tech and is also confident that we're going to deliver results to desperate people.
Okay. Next question from Eric Roberts.
Yes, so the cost of the appliance is $1,000, and we're offering leasing and financing options. It's the cost of half a Peloton or the cost of just over 2 months of ineffective drug therapy. You know, when you consider that caregivers spend $250,000 out of pocket, you know, they're going bankrupt. We think that this is we know this is a price that patients will pay.
Okay, next question from Sebastian.
Right, there's lots of ways that we're, you know, first of all, there's many alternative streams of revenue for this in other applications. Cedars-Sinai completed a successful clinical trial in their surgical simulation lab, which improved surgical results across the board. As far as its application to Alzheimer's, yes, we have a $50 a month subscription rate, which will include a lot of different services, including our telemedicine platform, user-guided sessions, challenging games, and there's, we have stage 2 and stage 3 of additional appliances that we're going to offer that can bring added revenues and greater benefits to end users, and maybe 2 to 3 years out.
Okay, we got just over a minute left, and another question from Eric.
The product is ready. We were in the, we published our patent in April of this year, and we were in the stages of redesigning our prototypes, working with our manufacturer in Taiwan, and then COVID hit, which shut down manufacturing, and we're still not able to travel to Taiwan. Our chief operating officer's done $100 million production runs for Disney and Apple. If we're going to do a run of 10,000, we want to make sure our team can go over there, sit down with our engineers and their designers, and make sure that we hit it out of the ballpark. So we see ourselves actually having product in the marketplace available to consumers as early as second quarter 2021, and that's part of our $2.5 million raise.
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
A little bit of time left if there's one more question, but I don't see any coming in right now. So Kim, yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Nice presentation, and thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much, everybody.
So our next presentation, our fifth and final pitch. Oh, I'm sorry. This is our fourth pitch. I'm a little out of order here. Oh, slide out of order. So we're going to have a quick video from Traverse Connect's Creative Coast with an update about the Northern Navigators and more. Okay, now we are on to our fourth pitch. Our fourth pitch is from Ghana Timko explaining her software called Clariphone. Hi, Ghana.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to tell audience about a product we're working on.
Great. Well, you can take it from here. Just starting your timer.
All right, I am going to share my screen and let me start. Clariphone is a real-time accent clarifying software for phone calls and teleconferencing. We are a deep tech startup based on science. And let me jump right into what we have. So English is used by 1.7 billion speakers around the world. It is a foreign language for over 1.3 billion of them. So majority of English speakers are actually non-native speakers, just like me. And I have worked internationally for most of my life. Hardly ever I get to use my mother tongue. I also engaged with remote teams, and I see how accent gets in the way of collaboration and human connection. How I have to make extra effort for you and everybody else to understand me, and how I struggle to understand my colleagues in India. I think most of you can relate to this. This is why Clariphone idea was born, and our real-time software will enable users to choose from a variety of accents they desire. So, for example, British English or Irish English or other, and they can use it for their own speech or to understand better people they're talking to. Let's take a look at how it actually works. So our user can download app which will work as a virtual microphone on their device. And for this microphone, they can dial or connect using whatever software they're using, for example, Zoom, Hangout, etc. They can speak normally, and their accent is being edited on their device. So voice is transmitted with clear accent, and the recipient hears it as a clear speech. We estimate that annual monetization potential for this product is over $15 billion. And this revenue will come through offshore call centers, remote teams, voice and speech recognition software, non-native speakers doing business with English-speaking counterparts, and immigrants residing in English-speaking countries. If you're looking to invest in a billion-dollar unicorn, look no further. We have really amazing potential. And with all hard tech startups, it's a little bit hard to build tech, but the payoff is huge. Let's take a look at the go-to-market strategy. We're planning B2B entry point, and we are going to be a product-first company, meaning that our user experience will delight our customers. And we're also planning to partner with productivity software companies like Slack and Asana to deliver our product through their channels. Why now? So the workforce is becoming increasingly global and distributed, and this trend significantly accelerated during COVID-19 pandemic, and experts indicate it's here to stay. We have an amazing team of professionals working on this product, and between us we have cumulative over 40 years of professional experience and all the skills that needed to build and deliver this product to the market. My CTO, Todd, is a serial successful CTO with multiple exits. Our R&D lead, Bryce Irwin, is a Georgia Tech grad. I have over 20 years of experience serving in management and advisory roles in large companies. And our AI advisor, Roseanne, is a PhD scientist who served in Uber as an AI researcher. Recently, our team was accepted to Creative Destruction Lab Montreal AI track, and we are going to make a very good use of this time. Let's take a look at the roadmap. So we are here. So we are just about to complete our internal beta. Our product is still in works. In January 2021, we will complete our core technology. And in March, April 2021, we are going to deliver this product to the market. I have a demo which I will show you after this presentation. And in the demo, you can see something which is not even beta, but it is technology that works in real time. So I'm going to be showing that. We are raising $700,000 to complete our core technology and product design and launch a pilot with B2B partner. We're looking for investors who can join us in changing everything in international communication. So I hope you are excited about it. And if you are, you can find me on LinkedIn at any time. So I'm going to just stop sharing the screen, and then I'm going to show you the demo. Okay, let me go back here and share my screen again. It's a two-step process, unfortunately, through the tool.
Not at this particular case. Tom apologized Whitmore.
Not at this particular case. Tom apologized Whitmore.
He turned sharply and faced Gregson across the table.
He turned sharply and faced Gregson across the table.
Gregson shoved back his chair and rose to his feet.
Gregson shoved back his chair and rose to his feet.
So this technology is working in real time. There is no lag whatsoever. So this is it. I'm done with my presentation. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. That was super interesting, and I love the real time demo there. That really helps. Questions for Ghana? Ghana, while we're waiting for a few questions to come in, what is a most common question that you get about your platform?
People always ask me if it works in real time, so I'm kind of answering this preemptively. Yeah, it does work in real time. Another question people ask is about go-to-market and how do we want to enter. So I also tried to answer it in my presentation.
Okay. Well, sometimes there aren't very questions coming in. It's kind of a crystal clear presentation. How are you? Ashley's asking, how are you protecting your technology?
Yeah, it's a good question. So we are partnering with attorneys who are working on patents on our behalf, because we are a research-based greenfield technology, and we're actually pushing state-of-art in voice and speech conversion. So we have a good amount of intellectual property to protect, and we're acting on that. Yeah.
Okay. Can the program, this is an internal question, can the program change the voice to different accents of English, like Southern accent, New England accent, Michigan accent?
Yeah, so this is very possible with the technology, and algorithm can change accent pretty much to whatever accent the user is desired. We just need to market it and expand from there. So we're starting with basic things like British English, Standard American, Irish, etc.
Great. And this is a question from me. Like, how could I use this if I am, for instance, dealing with a subcontractor overseas? Like, how do I use it?
Mm-hmm. So you can so with this virtual microphone app, you can also set it up that it processes the speech coming,
okay.
Yes, so you can set it up to work seamlessly in the background if you enable it.
That's amazing. Thank you. We have a little bit of time left, but I don't see any new questions coming in. So I think we're gonna call this one done. And Ghana, thank you very much for your presentation and such a great product offering. Can't wait to see it in the marketplace.
Yeah, thank you for watching. It's coming soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, our fifth and final pitch is Nate Verberkmos with the South of the Straits show.
I was gonna say, don't hurt yourself with that last name. Just say sideshow. That's probably the easiest way to go about it. I was wondering. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. And I first and foremost like to say all the other presenters, man, that was amazing. You guys were awesome. It sounded you guys are way more professional than I am. You know, I'm the host and the producer, the creator of the South of the Straits show here in Traverse City. We highlight the Michigan music scene and pretty much just try to help the local music, all the bands out there. And one thing that happened was, Kelly, is there any way that you can make the screen so that I'm like basically on the screen on because I do have a little bit of a presentation that I can give you here. I can't hear you.
You have to, there's a feature on there where you need to share your screen.
Oh, okay. I see if I can try to do that. Let's see. Is it going to?
It's the bar across the bottom, Nate.
Okay, what I'm going to try to do here. Can you see me now?
Oh, there it is.
Okay. See if I can make this a little bit bigger for you. See, the main thing that like what I was noticing in at the beginning of COVID, okay, like there was all these bands that I've been talking to and whatnot. You had like Becoming Human. Becoming Human is one of the baddest ass bands out there, right now. And then COVID hits, and we have no more Becoming Human. I mean, the music scene just pretty much died. You had the knockoffs out there who were coming up. Everybody was loving Andy and Jeremy West and whatnot. And then COVID, we had the COVID that just kind of took everything to a halt. And so it got me thinking, one thing that we started doing on our show actually was we started to do virtual concerts where the musicians were performing at their own location right there live in real time. It was great, yeehaw. But we can do better than that, I think. And so one thing that I started thinking about was like, I started looking into like the other musicians out there, like Jay-Z and whatnot. You got Jay-Z who has been doing some virtual concerts. You got John Legend who has been doing virtual concerts. But John Legend's one thing that I was noticing with his, like right here, you can see it. This is his actual concert. And it was it's a stationary area, you're not really moving around and mingling like you would in a real concert. And that's where my idea is right now is to have more of a virtual experience where the bands are, and this is not just for like the big legends like John Legend. We're talking about the local music scene here. We want to have these bands that are back out there performing, and they could be doing it in real time themselves the exact same way with a virtual world type thing. But I want to take it bigger than that though. Like these bands could maybe say they want to play in Marvin Gardens, so the bands themselves are then paying for a little bit more money to have a better stage and whatnot, a different location and stuff, so some places that maybe you would never see them otherwise. That'd be one thing. Another idea is also integrating Facebook into this, so that you're actually running into your friends, so you have that full social experience that is going on, where Facebook would take your your profile picture and whatnot, and then just kind of put that onto the avatar that you are in the virtual world, and you can move around. Maybe you've got your Oculus or you've got your phone or something like that. You slip it into the little cardboard. That would be like the new virtual reality. Taking these concerts to a new level, I think, and keeping the local music scene alive. I mean, that's one thing that I think that everybody has been overlooking in all of this is what's been going on with the musicians. Like when it comes to them getting anywhere from this point right now, the bands are hurting more than almost anybody, as well as the comedians out there. I mean, you got some comedians, some funny guys, like that Josh Paul actually told me that I should have started this entire pitch off with what was it? I'm here to tell you that you can make $20,000 a month working from home by being your own boss. Well, unfortunately, I didn't do that, but this could be something, I mean, somebody could take this idea and run with it. Help with, I mean, I'm no code writer. I'm not an app designer or anything like that, but I do know that there are people out there that do this. I mean, these are ideas that we could probably bring to fruition, maybe, if you have that capability. I don't have that capability, but I do have a really good idea here, I do believe. And like I was saying, I mean, there are other things that are out there. They are already happening, but even CNN has been noticing that virtual reality is the future for concerts. You got Rolling Stone that's talking about it recently, back in July, I think it was. You got, I mean, there's the virtual scene could be the new music scene, I think. And I'm just kind of looking for people's ideas and input on where we could go with this.
Great, thanks,
Yep,
Nate.
that's all I got to say.
I think it's I think it's a pretty cool idea as well. And this platform StreamYard that came along is obviously kind of Zoom meetings on steroids, and in what it's able to do to stream out to different platforms. And maybe there's some sort of core technology in StreamYard that could be taken off on for something like this.
Something like that, or I'm just I don't know. You can contact me on my Facebook page if you're maybe watching this and you have an idea of how we could broaden this and turn it into something. But this is as I said, it's at the very, very, very I mean, just juvenile stages of this thing even being anything.
Right. So with a good streaming platform and some VR, it could be an awful lot of fun.
Yeah, it could be amazing.
Yep.
I don't need to take questions either. If people don't want to give me questions, you don't gotta give me questions. You know what I would love you to do instead? Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go do that. You go look for the South of the Straight Show on YouTube. Subscribe to that. Bada boom, bada bing. That's we're friends then.
All right. Thank you, Nate. Thanks
Thank
so
you,
much.
Kelly. And you have a wonderful evening.
You too. And next up is the voting session of TCNewTech. So all the pitches that you've seen, you get to decide which one was your favorite and vote in real time. So you are going, this is for a $500 pitch prize. You're going to text your vote to 203-529-8755. And so the codes are on the screen, and go ahead and the voting starts. I'm kind of torn on mine because there's a couple up there that I like, so I'm not sure what to do here. Okay, it looks like we have a front runner. Got a little more time for the voting here. This is the exciting part.
It is, and you did a great job, Kelly. It's,
Oh, thanks.
it's not
It wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be.
It's yeah, not an easy task. It's a little different than being in person, but we had some great pitches, and that makes the job a little bit easier. Look, we have a real horse race going on right now.
You really do.
And if anybody needed the, you can see on the screen there the code if you needed to dial in 203-529-8755 and text either AA, BB, CC, DD, or EE, depending on who you would like to vote for. And it looks like, where is Ghana? Well, Ghana has won, and we have lost her. I'm just looking to see if she's going to log back in. Well, congratulations to Ghana and to all of our pitch presenters. Everybody did a great job. And there's one last thing to talk about, and that is a big thank you to our in-kind sponsors. They keep us running here, keep things going. And True Jobs. We have a job board. So if anybody out there is looking for a job, either remote to Traverse City or actually in Traverse City, they can check out our job board, which is powered in partnership with Creative Coast. And they do a fantastic job. Big thank you again to our main sponsor, Michigan Broadband. We so appreciate all that they do for us. And that's a wrap for the year. That's the end of 2020 for us. And it's been an interesting year. Looks like we're going to continue a little bit in this same manner into 2021. So we will for sure see you on this same platform, January 5th. If you want to get involved with TCNewTech, we would love to have you join us. Visit our website, find us on social media, or send me an email. All right. Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you. Thanks to everybody that played a part and took part tonight. Thanks.